Okay, this is the 9th video, and I'm going to be adding one more functional part to the SOF in this video series for now, and that's bringing in your Workdays execution report from AROWS. We just deal with a lot of days, and days are dollars, so executing them, not executing them does have an effect on the bottom line, of course. So first thing, AROWS, they do kind of the same thing that Deems does. So when you get your AROWS data, you got to come in, at least in the Workday execution report, delete this. Now there's some more formatting that they've done and tried to help you out, but that's all you need to do with this report. So delete the top line, hit save, and get out of there. Now I'm in my status of funds report. I've already got it open. I'm going to kind of go through this quickly. I'm going to establish my data connection like you saw in the previous videos. And sometimes you just do have to go through this whole process of going and finding your data, but it's quick and it happens once. Bringing it in as a data table. I'm going to call my table AROWS Workday Execution. I've already got my tabs set up. Now the first thing you want to do with this, you see these numbers are aligned to the left. That means they're stored as text, so the pivot table is not going to like that. What we do want to do are go ahead and highlight these and add helper columns. I'm just going to pull the issued, committed, obligated, and balance ones. And the way we go about managing these text, and you see it's issued to because you can't have the same name, so that'll set them apart in our pivot. I'm going to hit equals value function, and this is going to help me turn my text values, which are aligned to the left, into number values. You can see that just happened like that. Equals value, and then obligated days equals value, committed days. Those are days that are somewhere in the routing. There's not usually a lot of days sitting in committed, but sometimes it can help explain where your days went to if you're confused and the numbers aren't adding up. So that's the first part. The second part is going to be create the pivot table. I'm going to hit Alt-N-V, that's the keyboard shortcut. I'm going to have existing location and select in here, and I got to tell it where I want it to go. I want it to go to, oh, I made a mistake. Well, you'll see how I correct this mistake. So I'll just title this Workdays Raw. You can see how flexible you can be if you want to make this to your needs. So again, Alt-N-V, existing worksheet, put it in AROWS Workday Execution. Put the report right here and hit OK. So I'm going to kind of go through this fast. I want my work description here, work center here, and my WOOK. I'm going to come down to these issued, committed, obligated, balance. Just slap them all in there. And the final thing, I'm going to take a listed officer, put it in the columns. We haven't really done that, but it's going to help separate these two out, because you do need to see the difference between them. I'm going to clean this up and just type in issued, committed, obligated, name them whatever you want. But I'm just doing this for the sake of time right now in doing this video. So now I'm going to go into my formatting that I typically will do. Design, take this out. Okay, tabular format. Take off grand totals, leave my subtotals in for this particular occasion, and select in this work description, and I just want to subtotal that. I don't want to subtotal the work centers. Right click, pivot table options, data, don't remember old stuff, display, take those out, hit OK. this up a little bit. Like we did before in the other pivot tables, we're just going to select all. We're going to do some typical formatting here just to clean it up a bit. Come back over here to this, select all of them, make sure they're all selected, format cells, give it a border as well. View, you can have grid lines or not, or you can come into your table here if you like to have banded rows, banded columns, however you like to do it. Sometimes you see it points down. I'll just format those cells and hit an outline. Do the same thing here to kind of separate them visually. Alright, and now you have your Workday execution. So when you get your Workday documents, balancing them can be quite easy. So let's say I just take out my Work Center. So now I've got a condensed version of this where I'm just looking at my overall broad WOOC descriptions by WOOC. I can take this out, and you see these different levels also in your Workday document. So do them as you need to, but as far as looking at your Workdays on a daily basis, now you make a change in AROWS, download this Workday execution report just like the status of funds, and you are good to go. That's it for this video.